Have you ever experienced that nagging sense of desire? That desire that dominates the very thoughts that you have throughout the day, weeks, or even months at a time. And all that you can think about is this object that is within your field of desire. And sometimes when you satisfy that desire, you still get left with that feeling of void, only to have it gravitate to some other object. And it constantly leaves you with this feeling of something is missing. Today I'm going to share with you a game-changing shift in perspective when it comes to desire. Something that can hopefully transform your relationship to desire and help you overcome these desires that sabotage our minds. Whether it's an item of food or the latest car or the newest cell phone model, whatever your desire is, trying to really get to the root of it, you can recognize how this very desire can be the catalyst for a journey inward, a journey towards discovering wherein lies this root of this desire. A desire can be a pathway to inner discovery, but before we even go down that route, it's important to first establish what type of desire is it. Is it, number one, a desire that is originating from the matrix that has programmed the very desire into your mind because of all the media and externalities and external factors that are shaping our consciousness, that are distracting us from what is truly an internal desire that we have by trying to create some sort of false desire of a feeling that it wants us to gravitate towards, something that influences the very thoughts that we have, but it's not due to the innate soul level desire that we have. It's more so due to the matrix sabotaging our ego, our mind, to give us the sense of feeling that maybe this will satisfy the happiness factor that many of us desire. So that is the first desire that we need to recognize, whether it's really coming from the matrix or is it that innate desire. The second type of desire is that very soul level desire. It's something that is independent of what the matrix programs with you. It's something that will really light up your soul, and when you fulfill that desire, it will leave you with that feeling, a deeper sense of accomplishment, deeper sense of joy. And that is a desire that we need to distinguish. But part of this is going down this process, which I think requires a lot of curiosity when it comes to this desire itself, because we need that to bring in that awareness and that self-reflection to really reflect on these desires, to understand what is behind this desire. Now, in order to shift your perspective when it comes to desire, we need to take a different approach to desire. It requires a lot of that curiosity, to bring in that curiosity, to really dive into this desire, to understand what is the emotional footprint that is behind this desire. What is that feeling that I really want from this desire? Because behind everything is a feeling. Let's go with an example over here. And the example in this case is a person who desires a car. Now, this person doesn't just desire any car. They desire a Ferrari. It has to be a Ferrari. Now, if the person were to receive a Toyota Corolla, it wouldn't satisfy them. But it's still a car in the objective sense. However, the feeling that they are really desiring is that feeling of power, that feeling of being able to drive around town so that they can feel that sense of greater importance, that feeling of the status and the ego that goes along with driving the car. That is the feeling that they are desiring. So at the underlying level of that desire is this feeling of power, this feeling of raising their sense of importance to the outside world. That is why they are desiring this car. So the car is just the object So this is what this exercise of curiosity really requires. It's like going into the mind, getting into the mind and understanding where is that feeling arising from. What is really giving rise to this desire? And once you can understand that feeling that is truly being desired, you can shift your perspective to the desire. Because if it's that sense of importance that you are craving, it could be achieved through some other means, or you could delve deeper into that feeling to understand, why am I really craving that feeling? Why am I really needing that feeling of self-importance? And so this is a very means towards breaking down desire. So if you have that nagging desire, getting into it and diving into it and trying to understand, why are you getting that nagging sense? What is that missing emotional footprint that you are so much desiring? Can it be fulfilled by something else, or is it something that's at a deeper level? And then when you can recognize whether it's a deeper level, maybe it's that feeling of love that you so much desire, you can start to really sort of go through this inner discovery process. If any of this content resonates with you, please do like, share and subscribe, and with that, I'll see you in my next video.